You've won Player of the Year. Just tell us your initial reaction.
Yeah, obviously over the moon with that. Unexpected at this time of year. Obviously things are normally done a little bit earlier, aren't they? But no, it's a nice surprise, and yeah, obviously would have preferred to win a trophy with the team this year. We got to finals day, but yeah, no, it's nice.
Just reflect a little bit on your season personally. First of all, obviously a very different season to normal. But how did you reflect on your own performances?
Yeah, listen, I think I played well at times. I still think I could have done a lot more. So could have kicked on with the scores that I did get and really cash in there. And you never know, maybe then could have turned a couple of the draws into wins and, like I said, push on to that Bob Willis trophy. But played well at times. Yeah, it's nice to contribute, but obviously the icing on the cake would have been a trophy for the team.
Nice partnership with Keaton in both formats this year. You guys put on quite a few big stands, really, didn't you?
Yeah, really enjoyed batting with Keats this year. We complement each other well. We got on a bit of a roll there with some momentum. I think it started in the red ball stuff, and then his magnificent 100 at Durham. I didn't do much, to be honest. I just stood at the other end and got him on strike. But I think we had 300 partnerships, did we? So yeah, that was quite nice. And when we're flowing and bouncing off one another, it can be quite hard to bowl at, I think.
And specifically in the Blast, obviously we've got to the semi-finals as a team, but yourself, you're top run scorer for the team in the third consecutive season.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, but yeah, thanks. Yeah, a little bit more responsibility this year with no overseas players, missing a couple of players, so I just sort of took that on my shoulders a little bit. But yeah, like I said, getting to finals day was great. That was the first aim. We've managed to do that a lot without winning the trophy that much, so we must be doing something right without actually just getting over the line at the last hurdle.
How much of achievement is it to get to finals day, given you look at the Notts side that we played in the semi-final, heavily experienced, probably I think the oldest side in the competition, so I think we were the fourth youngest side in the competition, so how, with no overseas players, how good an effort was that just to get to finals day?
Yeah, I didn't know that we were the fourth youngest, but it probably makes sense now thinking about it. Yeah, that Notts team, you look at it, you've got Samit Patel coming in at 9 sometimes, or maybe 8, can be quite intimidating to play against, but yeah, getting to finals there was a great achievement for us, but it's quite cliche, but the youngsters did stand up for us this year. Tom Hartley came in and had a brilliant debut season, if that's the saying. So yeah, we've got a good crop of youngsters at the minute, alongside the more experienced players like myself and Keaton, like you've mentioned, so hopefully that bodes well for moving forward.
You mentioned just before about having a little bit more responsibility. How much have you enjoyed that, taking a bit more of a senior role this year?
Yeah, I've enjoyed that. Like we've touched on there, we've got a lot of young players now, and I still feel young, but I'm probably not that young anymore. So it's up to me to try and take a few of them under my wing and try and help them where I can, but most of all just perform consistently to just allow them to come into the team and enjoy themselves and find their feet. So hopefully I've managed to do that a little bit this year.
And just a little bit on sort of now, you're obviously preparing for next season, and you've enjoyed the last few weeks getting here and seeing the lads and just starting to prepare now for 2021.
Yeah, obviously things are a lot different now. We've got to come in smaller groups, but when the lads are together, it's good, and we are focused now mainly physically pre-Christmas, get ourselves into good shape, and then even though there's not that much clarity on next season's schedule or anything like that, we've just got to prepare as though it's a normal season, keep our eye on the climate and the vaccines and all that, and if it looks like we're going to get a full season, just make sure that we're ready no matter what.
And just finally, Al, obviously you're a Lancashire lad, you're a supporter of the club, you're a player of the club for many years. How great is it to continue to represent this club, and winning Player of the Year puts you with some of the absolute stalwarts in this club, doesn't it?
Yeah, massively. I was saying this to a couple of lads the other day, like when that vote went out online, it's like, yeah, there's some names on that trophy. Bales won it a couple of years ago, but go even further back than that. Remember, the awards night, looking on the trophy like, oh, it'd be nice to get on that one day, and it is quite a big deal for the guys over there. They want to win it every year, and Dane had a quick clean sweep last year, so yeah, it's nice to finally get the name on that trophy, and it's another one I can tick off.